Picking a personal alarm. Ladies who travel alone for work or delight ought to dependably keep an individual caution framework close by in the event that they end up in any uncomfortable circumstances. Wrongdoing rates. Everywhere throughout the world have been consistently expanding through the past few years, and it is imperative to know the diverse sorts and peculiarities of individual cautions. The thought of an individual alert is to bewilder and drive off an assailant, providing for you enough time to make tracks in an opposite direction from the range and assuredly to a more gathered place and look for well-being. At the point when individuals turn their alert on, it emanates a noisy sound. This alarms everybody in the territory that somebody is into a bad situation. The sound is not the same as usually heard cautions. At the point when inquiring about the distinctive sorts of cautions, you have to verify the sound is in excess of 130 dB. At this level, the alert is boisterous enough to sound over auto alerts, auto horns, and typical movement. Little alerts don't keep going long, since the sound rapidly uses up the greater part of the battery. Most individual alerts can fit into the palm of your hand, and are generally little and light enough to bear on a keychain or in the satchel. In spite of the fact that the sounds emitted by an individual alert don't have a tendency to fluctuate much, the best sound to discover in a caution is a persistent screaming clamor that is in excess of 130 dB. This sound level is paramount on the grounds that passers-by will have the capacity to hear it over some other commotion which may incorporate substantial activity. In the event that there are individuals in the region when a caution is going off, regardless of the fact that they don't explore themselves, there is a decent risk that somebody will call the police. Likewise, remember that any aggressor is less inclined to stay nearby once you have enacted your caution for alarm of being gotten. There are distinctive sorts of cautions accessible to purchase, including gas alerts, keyring alerts, and battery-controlled cautions. Before you evaluate what kind of individual caution framework to run with, it's vital to know the distinctions of each one. Alert. Gas alarms. Gas cautions emanate uproarious shrilling clamors. On the off chance that you are intrigued by purchasing a gas caution, you ought to realize that it is not difficult to initiate. Simply push the alert